All right, Sheik. If loving you was wrong, season 4, episode 5, Psychosis. Like, comment, share, and most importantly, subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell notification. Now, the episode, I mean, it was a little stagnant, but it was a whole hell of a lot better than the last two. Excuse me, y'all. Than the last two previous episodes that they did give us. I will give it that much. While it still was a little, it was a whole hell of a lot better than the last two episodes. Compared to the last two episodes, I give this episode about a 3.2, 3.3, somewhere around there. Girl, OCD fish is about as crazy as a damn jack. Like, at first, I'm only saying OCD because that's what Randall called it on the first episode, and that's just what we stuck by. But it's clear to see that the bitch is schizo and every goddamn thing else up under the sun. Because when Miss Girl came outside screaming to the top of her lungs, bitch was butt funky pussy naked. Okay, doing all that damn screaming and howling like these kids ain't got to get up to go to school the next day. Like these hoes ain't got to get up and go to work the next day. Girl, I said, what in the flying entire holy hell of helldom is going on here? Girl, we got to give a hand clap to Randall, though. We got to give a hand clap to Randall. Out of 4 seasons, his black fine ass was finally good for something. Because he was able to get her ass to calm the fuck down and at least calm enough for her to put on a motherfucking towel. I mean, a blanket that Natalie went in the house to get to be able to calm her down. But the bitch started going cray cray again and she ran up in her house. Child, I mean, I see what Tyler is doing. We gonna see what she got to give, but girl, you going outside doing all that damn screaming, and these kids got to go to school the next day. Miss Girl, I can already look and tell Maxine ain't that kind of motherfucking neighborhood. They classy based. They got shit going on there now. What goes on in the houses ain't classy based, but the neighborhood from the outside is classy based. And Miss Girl, you bringing down the property value with that cray cray shit like no God. You need to listen to your husband and take your damn medicine. And on the serious tip, anybody that is going through any type of mental illnesses and you supposed to be on your goddamn medicine, be on your motherfucking medicines. I never understood why people who crazy and they know they're crazy and they know that if they just take a fucking pill that they could function and be functional members of society amongst the rest of us. I don't know why they continue to act like if they take a pill it's gonna kill them. I never understood that shit. I never understood that shit. Mental illness is serious. So I'm not gonna really make no jokes about it, even though this is scripted as a series. I'm not gonna make no jokes about that. Anybody that do have some type of mental ish going on, if you're a few fries short of a 5 for 5 from Wendy's, take your motherfucking medicines, bitch. And girl, Eddie ass pulled up in there, talking crazy, being an asshole, being Eddie. Eddie and Randall got into it because Eddie started pissing on his motherfucking porch. And, they had a little witty banter going back and forth. But, girl, that's really all that went on with that scene. It won't much. Girl, Brad has been getting all up and through Marcy's puss. And he has finally decided to divorce Kelly. Not Kelly, Alex. Who the fuck is Kelly, bitch? Well, I know who Kelly is, but Kelly on lockdown. She ain't marrying nobody. He finally decided that he done had enough of Alex and her lies and her fuck shit that she got going on around there. And he said, bitch, he told Marcy, you got your divorce. It don't matter how you got it, bitch, but you got it. And now I'm finna go get mine. So, girl, he showed up to Alex's house. Natalie was out there with her while they was talking to the schizo lady's husband. And he showed up with the magistrate girl, black magistrate, looking like goddamn Uncle Ben's. And girl, they went into the house and he said, little bitch, I'm gonna need you to go on ahead and sign these papers. The magistrate is here, and he told Natalie, I'm glad you're here because I need a witness. Natalie said, look, I understand and I get it. I'm not trying to stop you from divorcing this whore, but right is right and wrong is wrong. And it ain't fair for her to sign these papers without having somebody look at them. Now, he said after everything that she's done, she doesn't deserve no time. And I agree. But I also agree and I fuck with the fact that even though Natalie is not allowing Alex to back out of this shit that she calls, she is still being a ride or die somewhat to Alex, and I fucks with that. And she said, listen, Randall, I don't have a dog in this fight, but I cannot be a witness to this until she takes it over to the lawyer that's across the street, i.e. Ian. He told her, listen, he coming over for dinner tonight with me and Lucian so we could get Kelly's case together. I'm going to have him look over it, then just give me until tomorrow. He reluctantly agreed. Thanks to Natalie. If it weren't for Natalie being there, she wouldn't have had no choice but to sign that hoe. Now, I'm going to tell y'all the funny part about this whole shit, and I lived for every minute of it. Girl, when the schizo lady husband pulled up on Alex and Natalie talking, he thanked them for everything that they did, and he let them know that she has a lot of mental issues, and if she just takes her pills she'll be okay, but she's refusing to take them. So he had gave each of them his number and said, excuse me y'all, and said, listen, if she has another episode and I'm not here, just call me and I'm gonna come. And he announced that he was going to go and give his number over to Randall, especially Randall, because he had helped calm her down enough so where she didn't have to be out there butt funky pussy naked. So, girl, Natalie started roasting Randall ass down to the ground, and bitch, I hollered. He said, well, why don't you want me to give him my number, even though he helped calm my wife down and he's a therapist? She said, no, everybody in this neighborhood ain't who they appear to be. You don't need to trust him. We don't trust him. We don't deal with him. He crazy. He cuckoo. He about as crazy as your nutty ass wife is. He ugly. He stank, and I don't like him. Yes, ma'am, Miss Natalie. Natalie read his ass for filth, and girl, I was all here for it. That was the highlight of the fucking episode, was that nasty roasting she put on Randall. And bitch, I stand by everything that she had to say. Other than he ugly, cause girl, Randall ass is fine. Like, I don't give a fuck how crazy he is, girl, Randall ass is fine. Okay? You can't deny him that. Everything else I give you. But ugly, girl, I can't give you that. I can't give you that. So we get down to the hospital. This the end, y'all. Like I said, it really wasn't much to the episode. We get down to the wire, and Lucian shows up at the hospital. Rick, fine sexy ass, has been there with Kelly all night. He doesn't want to leave her side, mainly because he feels extremely bad for how he treated her, especially the fact that he now knows that most of the people that's tied to Travis's church, they're only loyal to him because he's basically, I think he really gives them jobs everywhere. So don't nobody want to come out and just admit that Travis ass was crazy as a bad bug, and that there were other women that he did this to, including his highfalutin, rusted, stank ass parents. Okay? They basically want to railroad her. They want to railroad her, and they trying to get that bitch the death penalty, bitch. They trying to get that bitch the needle. And girl, Rick fine sexy ass said, bitch, I'm not gonna have it. He said he assured Lucian and Kelly that he was gonna do everything in his power to get any and every bit of information that he can to get her about this shit. Girl, Lucian, being a friend to Kelly, went on ahead and undid her handcuffs for her. He let her walk around a little bit. She wanted to get some real breakfast, and he said, well, listen, you can't be walking around here unhandcuffed because everybody knows that you in the J-pod. That's a jail pod. Back at the hospital where I worked at, where criminals had to come in, we called that shit the J-pod. When I used to work down to the Riverside, down to the emergency room, down to the Newport News, Virginia. Shout out to all my goddamn nurses out there. And so he said, listen, just stay up here, lay in the bed. Don't let it be known that you're not handcuffed. I'm going to go down and I'm going to get you a real breakfast. He did that, came back up, girl, and Kelly is now a fugitive. Kelly was not in the bed, girl. Not only was she not in the bed, she made the bed all up, all nice and pretty for him. I said, just God, Kelly. Shit, at least you ain't leave that hoe a mess. I really hope she's with Rick, though, and if she is with fine-ass Officer Rick, girl, I'll run away with Rick ass too. Girl, Rick ass is fine. Like, girl, out of all of them, Rick ass is girl. Whew, Lord Jesus. So I need to find out his real name. I need to find out his Instagram page. I need to follow him. Cause girl, all I'm gonna do is send him heart faces like Alvin did Prince ass. I just hope he don't go off on me down to the club like Prince did Alvin. I know y'all heard that tea. But anyway, girl, that's really all I got for If Loving You Was Wrong. Like I said, the episode was still, but it was a whole lot better than the previous two episodes. Like I said, I give it a 3.3, 3.4, 3.5, just as high as I can give it. So y'all drop down in the comments. Y'all let me know how y'all thought about tonight's episode. And until then, Sheik, I'll holler at you later, girl. Bye.